Hi guys, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Well, again, I've got something a little bit different, not loom related today, but I wanted to share some of my findings with you. Now, I don't know if any of you have picked up on the fact that I have got braces at the moment. As we call them in Australia, train tracks. They're stuck to my teeth, metal, sharp. My husband and I have both got them. We've had them probably for about a month now, and we decided because Izzy was going to need some expansion of her palate and then possibly braces, that we would go through this process with her. We both had cross bites and overbites and teeth that are all crookedy and whatnot, so we thought we'll do this as a family. We'll go through the pain together. Well, all I can say is I hope it's going to be worth it, because what a pain. Now, I can put up with the aching teeth, that's all right, but the ripping of the inside of my lips has been atrocious. Now, my husband hasn't had the same, and mine, maybe it's because I'm older, I don't know, mine have been awful. Apparently, it's not as bad when you're a child or a teenager, but if you're an old fogey like me, it gets really bad. So I have literally bought every product on the market, I think, to try and fix this. And some of the things, we started off with the wax. They gave us this wax from the dentist, and that's just horrible, and it's sort of sticky and tacky and rather nasty. So the first thing I bought was this thing called comfort cover for braces. Now I'm going to zoom in and show you. This is supposed to be, and they come in a long piece like this. I cut it in half to fit the size of my braces, okay, and I'll show you this half, because the other one has been on my teeth. So what it is, if you look here, it's like this piece of plastic that's supposed to go over the front of your teeth. Well, for me, part of the problem is the back anchoring spot, which has a hook in it, and that is very painful. The front has not been that painful. So this is supposed to trap around. You put your braces, this traps around your braces. You put this around your braces and it sits in place. Well, that's all very well, except when they have braces stuck to your teeth that are all higgledy-piggledy. Mine aren't just nice straight row. Mine go whoop, and they've got these sharp little jaggedy bits. So this is not the best. It does stay on. They say you can eat with it. Absolute rubbish. It's I could feed a family of 4 with what's left in my teeth by the time I've finished trying to eat. So these are not the best. They do make you feel like you've got enormous buck teeth, and that's one thing I don't have at this stage. So comfort cover for braces. I did not really enjoy these at all. So then I got this thing, which is supposed to clip around the braces. Now these little pieces here, if you can see, they're not joined together, so they clip around part of the braces, and you trim them to the size around your mouth. It's thinner than the other one. This is sort of like a bumper. It's thinner than the bumper, and this is they're from Infalab Magic Touch Brace Guard Lip Protector. Well, not very impressed with these either. They didn't stay on. They didn't clip on. If you have a brace that goes up, if you've got jaggedy teeth and you've got one that goes up, I have my incisor goes up a little bit. Well, that can't go up. It doesn't really fit nicely at all. And these bits, even when you trim them, they sort of stick and get you. So this was not a good one either. I was not having a good time with this. I think some people have sworn by it, but not me. Did not enjoy. So then yesterday I got something from Ortho Lip Guard. These are called Ortho Lip Guard strips, and with these it's like this thick wodge of silicone, medical grade silicone. It's non-toxic, so if you eat it, I think it's supposed to be fine. Not that I would suggest you try and eat it. Very small, so again, it's only to go around the front of your teeth, and for me it's on the sides more to the back, so that wasn't really good. But I thought, oh, if I can mold them into shape, I could cut them. So what you're supposed to do with these is dip them in a cup of boiling water. So boil the kettle, dip them in the cup for 45 seconds, Okay, and then you take them out and you dip them in a cup of cold water for 3 seconds, and then you mould it round your teeth. Well, this was my effort. They're supposed to clip around your teeth. When you mould them, you're supposed to be able to clip them around your teeth and shape them so that they curl over, much like the bumper. And then you can reuse them by dipping them in the hot water again and remoulding them as things change, as your teeth straighten and change and whatnot. You can just dip them back in and put them back around them. They go hard too quickly. There's absolutely no way, without putting so much pressure on my teeth, that I could curve these around to form anything that would stay on my mouth. It was just like, I mean, they just don't. They don't clip. They don't do anything. They're useless. So, the one that I've had the most luck with is a product called Ortho Silk, and it comes in the same little package as the wax. And it comes in little strips like the wax, but it is medical grade silicone. And again, you can just peel these off, and you take off enough that makes the size of a small pea, and you squish it, and you roll it into like a little ball, and you squish that around the brace that's hurting you, and it does stay in place, but you have to take it off every time you're going to eat or brush your teeth. I have slept with this in, and this is the one that I find is my go-to. This is the one that is fabulous for me. It's smoother and easier to manage than the wax. It doesn't sort of crumble and fall to pieces. It's very easy to manipulate. The only thing I'm finding is, yes, you can use it a couple of times, but you wouldn't want to use it too often because it stinks after a while, because you can't really sort of brush it with a toothbrush. So I do rinse it, but it's not the nicest. So yes, this is the best one I've found so far. Then, so Ortho Silk, that's my favourite one at the moment. Then I bought these, which are called Ortho Dots. And I was like, oh, look at this. It goes around, and it says that it's got a moistened activated technology. It stays on longer than orthodontic wax. Individual little packets, so you could just put one on the offending thing. And I thought, this looks really fabulous. I'm going to give it a try. So this is the little packet that it comes in, and you open it up. Oh, I should say, I tried some stick-on strips. They were like, you know those strips that you use to whiten your teeth? Oh my goodness, I had it all over my face. It was awful. Couldn't use it for love nor money. So these little ones are like this, tiny, and they've got a little divot this side that is supposed to be having an adhesive in there. And when, like with wax, you're supposed to dry the brace off before you put it on for it to stick. With the Ortho Silk, you do not have to dry it on. In fact, it works better when things are wet, and this is the same. When things are wet, this works better. But this is really kind of just like this, and this sticks better. They say that you can eat with this. Medical grade silicone, it's non-toxic. If you eat it, if you swallow it by mistake, it's not going to hurt you. However, I did try eating with this, and I had a lovely dinner filled with silicone. So it was not the best. I would definitely recommend taking them off to eat, which doesn't look very nice when you go to a nice restaurant and you're sitting there digging in your teeth trying to get your wax out. But there you go. So if you're looking for something to help you, the Ortho Silk is definitely my favourite one to date. And then my close second would be these little Ortho Dots. And at least with these, you can actually carry them sort of in your handbag and discreetly put them on if you need to, so that your mouth doesn't look like an ulcerated mess, a mangulated mess of soreness. But anyway, there we go. These are the things that I have tried. I have a newfound respect for every teenager and child that I've seen with braces. You guys are champions. To be putting up with this is huge. And I've got 2.5 years of it, so please excuse me if I sound like I'm a bit funny when I talk. You now know why. But there we go. These are my tips and tricks on keeping your mouth from not feeling like it's going on strike. Good luck. If you've got braces, best of luck. Bear with it. I know your teeth are going to look beautiful at the end of it, but goodness me, you are brave, and my hat off to you. Take care. Bye.